Welcome back to Living 808. It's very rare that you have a personal injury lawyer whose mission is to prevent injury, such as the case with Wayne Parsons. He joins us now. I have to ask you a lot of questions, so we're going to jump right into it. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what a personal injury lawyer does.
Well, we represent people. I represent people who get hurt or have had some loss in their lives, and try to help them get the services they need, medical care, get them back to work, get them back to where they were before, or at least provide for their future.
Trial lawyer, that's got to be kind of interesting. Tell me a little bit about that.
In every case, first of all, there's got to be an injury, and second of all, there's got to be somebody who did something wrong, made a mistake. It's not just an accident. These aren't just accidents. These are things where somebody made a mistake and injured someone. And if they don't take responsibility for that and take care of the person they hurt, then that's when trial lawyers get involved. And we oftentimes have to file lawsuits to bring the party in that caused the harm to have them held accountable. We go to trial. I'm a trial lawyer.
Perfect. So tell me a little bit about what are some of the personal injuries? Like what does that include?
Well, obviously motor vehicle collisions are a big one.
Okay.
And a lot of people get hurt. That everybody understands about that. People get hurt when they fall down in stores and in parking lots. Doctors and hospitals have errors where people get injured, and companies make defective products that are dangerous and harm people. And in every one of these, it's an avoidable error. It's not something that just happened. It's something that there was a mistake made, and that led to the injury.
How do lawsuits promote injury prevention?
Well, again, first of all, the party that caused the harm, if they haven't taken responsibility for it and said, I'm going to be accountable for this, I'm going to take care of the injury I caused, then lawsuits make them do that. It brings it out into public light that here's an error, here's a problem with the product, here's an airbag that goes off without anything happening, here's a tire that is defective in its design, medical devices, drugs, and obviously driving cars, distracted driving. By holding people accountable, it changes behavior in the society. Society, oftentimes, like with automobiles, are much safer these days because of lawsuits that have pointed out defects that needed to be corrected, and now they're being corrected.
You also give back to the community in a way of community awareness and educational projects that you participate in to promote safety and injury prevention. How is that?
Yeah, you know, I've been doing this for 40 years, and I sit across the table from families who have had tragedies happen. And every time I'm in that situation, I ask myself, why did this happen? Why did this have to happen? Didn't have to happen. It was completely avoidable. And in a lawsuit, it's already happened. The harm has already happened. So early on in my career, I decided I was going to spend a fairly significant amount of my time trying to prevent injuries and promote safety, because we see it. Trial lawyers see what the problems are, and we know what we can share with people to try and make them safe.
You're also interested in the kids and protecting them as well. How is that?
Well, I work on a number of projects. I talk to high school students here in Hawaii about distracted driving, educate them so that they can protect themselves. I've talked to about 5,000, 6,000 high school students here in Hawaii. I'm active with an organization called Kids and Cars. It's about blind zones on cars, backovers, blind zones behind a car, in front of a car, daycare centers. The kids get behind the car if somebody backs over the child. And also, I've been involved with window fall protection for children. There's a law that's just been passed in Congress called Evans Law. We expect the president to sign this law, and it will help implement window fall protection devices in windows in military family housing. Wow. We plan to take that into the private sector and nationally also.
Thank you so much for being here. How can somebody get a hold of you?
You know, the one thing about lawyers, we're really easy to find. Just my name. Okay. Google my name, and you will find Wayne Parsons and all my contact information.
Happy holidays. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all the information. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And speaking of kids, hang on just for a second. Speaking of kids, the holidays can be a challenging time for kids in foster care with their foster families. Coming up in Keiki Corner, we'll see how